Good afternoon. We're out here doing a little hike, getting ready for the climb. Taking a little break here. Karen's moved our walk and talk to the end of the day.
Yes.
Let's see if this works better for us, right?
Yes, I think it will. We had it scheduled for, I think it was 9 to 10, and it seemed like every day it was right when I was getting in the throes of something, and it just didn't feel good. It was almost upsetting to have to, cut short what I was doing.
Yeah, but you were getting into it. You had a groove.
Exactly, and so I didn't appreciate the
Right.
walk and talk. So what I thought is the end of the day, it's so perfect because now we're winding down the workday.
Yeah,
So this is just a
Right.
phenomenal way to just
I think it's great.
release and let it all go.
It
So I
is.
can't wait to do it now.
Nice. Yeah, we'll be ready for our wine at the end of this. I'm just going to do a scan down here too so they can see what's going on down here at the bottom of Copper. Fixing up the bottom of the lifts. These lifts are all brand new. But anyway,
Right if you like
the
this.
message today was about aligning your heart and mind. I watched a video today in an app that Karen and I did some work and we're putting some content out there. It's a app that's designed to generate positivity and high fives and highlighting people within your company.
It's a cool app.
Yeah, really cool. It's called Enjoy, so you guys will see more about that shortly.
Shout out to Enjoy.
Yeah, it's cool stuff.
I get 5 points for that.
But they had you get points. It's you gamify it, so it's a lot of fun. But there was they do these TED Talks videos, and I was already going to talk about aligning the heart and mind today. And the TED Talks, this guy was talking about different companies that have their feelings and the mindset out there. So wasn't actually talking about the heart, but feelings and belief system, which basically is your heart. But the whole idea is you want to do something that your heart and mind are completely aligned. And let me give you an example of the opposite of that. I'm sure you've known somebody or maybe even had a job that you weren't really into, and you kind of regretted getting up to go into work and begrudgingly drug yourself in every day, which obviously in a world like that, it's hard to be successful. I'd argue even if you're successful making money, you're not successful as a person, a human being. You're probably not real happy with what you're doing every day. On the other hand, there are people that love their work. Maybe they work at a animal shelter taking care of dogs and taking them off the street. Maybe they don't make a lot of money, but they really love their work. I mean, I know people like that in the medical industry, working in hospitals and things like that. So their heart's really in it. So at the end of the day, you have to have your heart and mind aligned. So, here at OTG, we're trying to help people do that. And everybody wants to go out and make residual income and work from anywhere so that you can, work from the side of the mountain like we are, or Costa Rica, or on an exotic island. And but to do that, you have to do a few things to make it happen. But at the end of the day, for me, Karen and I, it's our hearts and minds are completely aligned, because I've been working on this for a few years where we got this thing launched so we don't have to go into an office anymore. Get to spend time with my beautiful wife out here on the trails, all out of breath. You can tell I haven't been doing this enough.
Well,
Where
we
you're going.
start at the base is 10,000, so I don't know where we are now, but if we're starting at 10,000, it's a breathless little hike here.
Yeah. Well, the oxygen's light, but thank you, honey, for saying that. But we're going a lot higher on August 2nd, so
Yes, true.
just got to get ready. And, basically, if you guys have ever done this, you basically, all you have to do is stop and catch your breath. The air is a little thinner as you go up. The higher up you go, you just have to stop and take a break once in a while. That's all. But anyway, back to aligning your heart and your mind. As long as you have that and you're doing something that you really enjoy, you're really unstoppable. And that's the way you want to be in life. Obviously, if it's something that you're working on, hopefully it's something that's meaningful to you, and you're making a difference. Anything else to add, honey?
Well, I think it's really important to note to yourself that if you are going into a job that you really dislike so much that it's affecting you, it's actually a flip. you're not fulfilled in your own self-love. So your lack of self-love is affecting your job. And once you look at it that way, then you know where to put your efforts. So you can turn your efforts back to yourself and say, I'm lacking and I need to work on myself. I need to increase that self-love. Once you have self-love, you can be in any job and find something great about it, whether it's one coworker or one client or the coffee they serve. Something, right? Whereas if you're lacking that self-love, everything about it, it's going to be the worst day ever. I know that, I have to deal with this person and that person and the coffee's not going to be good. It's all about stemming from the self-love. So I always say that's your root system. Start there first.
No, you're right.
And then once you have that, if you're still finding that you're in a job that isn't getting you to the end point of where you want to be, that doesn't mean you're not enjoying the journey. Then I think that's where Jeffrey's saying your heart and your mind need to align so that whatever your goal is, for us, the goal is to be independent, right?
Right.
Not have to report to the man or anybody, not have to go into an office, make our office the ocean or the mountains, or some other exotic place, or maybe a quiet hideaway or a stream. Today I was sitting outside on our deck, that was my office, looking at the mountains with the sun, and I heard a couple of people walk by saying, "That's awesome. Can you imagine working from there?" And I was thinking, just a reminder. I already knew how blessed I was to be doing that, but a reminder. So if that's your end game, maybe you should take a look at OTG and what we're doing. And like Jeffrey said, you have to put the time in to make it fruitful.
But your own time, your own schedule, that's the key.
Exactly, that's the key. So I think
All right.
there it is in a nutshell. Wishing you great health, abundant happiness, and outrageous love from Copper Mountain.
See you guys.